When our best moments from November 17th to 21st. The Young and the Restless turned up the heat during the week of November 17th to 21st. From a steamy love scene to a walk down memory lane, here are a few of the best moments. Key takeaways. Lily defended Kane against his critics. Kane and Phyllis gave in to temptation. Holden and Claire were given a Genoa City history lesson. Lily's change of heart. Since Kane's, Billy Flynn, return, he's become the town pariah. Everyone, including his ex-wife Lily, Crystal Khalil, have judged the newfound businessman. But now Lily's had a change of heart. This week, Ms. Winters found herself defending her ex. First, she blasted Adam, Mark Grossman, and Chelsea, Melissa Claire Egan, as they celebrated Kane's impending downfall. Then she confronted Victor, Eric Braden, about stealing the AI software. Seeing Lily's cold heart warm towards Kane was a nice change of pace and gave Lane fans hope. Unfortunately, it may be too little too late for Lily. Hitting the sheets. Y&R has been delivering with the Fane moments recently. Last week, a flirty conversation between Phyllis, Michelle Stafford, and Kane resulted in a kiss. This week, the couple took things to the next level. After his latest argument with Lily, Kane decided it was time to leave his past behind and start fresh. He immediately hightailed it to the Jesus Sea to meet Phyllis. After a couple of drinks, the two went up to Phyllis's suite, where things got steamy. If fans thought Fane's kiss was hot, that's nothing compared to their love scene. The couple's chemistry was oozing. While there's still the question of Kane and Phyllis's true intentions, their long-awaited love scene surely has us rooting for this new power couple. Holden's history lesson. Claire, Haley Aaron, and Holden's, Nathan Owens, red-hot romance seems to have cooled. While they're still trying to figure out what they want, they got advice from two of Genoa City's beloved characters. First, Claire had a heart-to-heart talk with Grandma Nikki, Melody Thomas Scott. When Claire asked about knowing when a person is the one, Nikki reminisced about her and Victor's, Eric Braden, relationship. Nikki admitted that she had dated a few bad boys until Victor came along and swept her off her feet. Although Nick Tor has had their ups and downs over the years, hearing Nikki talk adoringly about her husband reminded us why they're Y&R's top super couple. Meanwhile, Holden chatted with Crimson Light's barista Esther, Kate Linder, about his love life. The conversation then shifted to Esther's late friend and boss, Catherine Chancellor, Jean Cooper. Esther filled Holden in on the Grand Dame of Genoa City and said she learned about matters of the heart from Mrs. C. Having Esther reminisce about Catherine was a beautiful moment to honor one of Y&R's most adored and iconic characters. Genoa City was restless that week, restless in the way only a cold November can make a town feel, when secrets sit too close to the surface and every window reflects back the truth you're trying to avoid. From November 17th to 21st, the air held a certain kind of electricity, the kind that whispered that a storm wasn't coming, it was already here. Monday, November 17th, the promise. Sharon felt it first. Standing in Crimson Lights before opening hours, she wrapped both hands around a steaming mug, trying to absorb its warmth. Outside, the gray morning pressed hard against the windows. Inside, the stillness made her mind wander back to the envelope that Dylan had slid beneath her door the night before. No return address. No note. Just her name in his handwriting, unmistakable even after all this time. And inside? A single photograph. Of the two of them. Taken years ago. Before everything shattered. She had stared at it until her breath went hollow. Now, as footsteps rushed into the cafe, she shoved the photo into her coat pocket. Sharon. Mariah approached, hands on hips, worry framed in her eyes. Please tell me the "I didn't sleep" look is from caffeine deprivation and not another secret creeping out of your past. Sharon forced a smile. Just a long night. Mariah didn't buy it. She never did. But before she could push further, the doors swung open again, and this time, it wasn't a customer. It was Nicholas. His face was tight, strained. The look he wore when he carried news he wished he didn't have. Sharon, he said slowly, we need to talk. Mariah's eyes bounced between them. Oh. Nick pulled out his phone, turned it toward Sharon. On the screen was a message, an anonymous one. And it was sent to me, Nick added. Not you. A chill crawled up Sharon's spine. Nick exhaled. Someone's targeting you. And they want me involved. Sharon swallowed hard. She suddenly wished she had never opened Dylan's envelope. Tuesday, November 18th. The break in the mirror. While Sharon and Nick wrestled with shadows of the past, another storm was brewing across town, this one inside the Newman Tower. Victor stood by the floor-to-ceiling windows of his office, watching the city below. The lights gleamed like fallen stars scattered across the skyline. But his focus wasn't on beauty tonight. It was on betrayal. Come in, Victor said without turning when he heard the door open. Adam entered, shoulders stiff. You asked for me. Victor finally faced him. I understand you've been working late hours, he said, voice deceptively calm. Unusually late. Adam didn't blink. Running a multinational corporation tends to require some overtime. Victor stepped closer, eyes narrowing. Or perhaps you've been using that time for something else. Adam's jaw tightened. If you're implying... I'm not implying anything, Victor cut in. I'm telling you, someone has been accessing restricted financial files. Files even CFOs aren't meant to see. Adam lifted his chin. You think it was me? I know it was you. They stood breath apart, two storms ready to collide. Before Adam could answer, Victoria entered the office without knocking. Her expression was serious but strangely excited, as though she had stumbled upon a secret she hadn't yet decided whether to keep. Sorry to interrupt, she said, not sounding sorry at all. But something happened downstairs. Victor's eyes narrowed. What is it? Victoria handed him a tablet. A security feed glowed on the screen. Adam froze. Because the figure in the footage, the one sneaking into the restricted archive room, was wearing his suit, his coat, his face. But Adam knew better. That's not me, Adam whispered. Victor didn't blink. Of course you'd say that. No, Adam pointed at the figure. Look at his left hand. The scar. I don't have it anymore. Mine healed. Victoria zoomed in. The scar was unmistakable. What the hell? She breathed. Victor stared at the footage, stunned. Someone was impersonating Adam. Perfectly. Believably. Dangerously. And for the first time, Victor wasn't sure the enemy was inside his walls. But outside them. Shadows always found a way in. Jack softened a little. Kyle, what Tucker is doing is manipulation. Pure and simple. You're better than that. Kyle looked up, voice strained. I know. But part of me wanted to prove that I could be more than the screw-up everyone thinks I am. Jack sat beside him. You don't need Tucker McCall to prove anything. Not to me. Not to this family. The elevator chimed as Adam stepped out onto the secure sublevel with Victoria and Victor behind him. Security guards flanked the hallway, flashlights sweeping the shadows.